Hello, Taurus. This is your forecast for October 2021, and this is for all of you sun sign Taurus, moon, or rising signs Taurus. And listen, we have several planets now waking up from their long-term retrograde. So we're going to see how this month is just going to bump us up and ahead. And I think you're all ready for it. I can feel that you've been quite antsy here as of late. And you've already here in September been feeling that the balance is starting to work up. It's more like I can see the intensity taking place, especially in partnerships. This is because of Venus cruising through your 7th house in Scorpio. And Scorpio is so deep, it's intimate, and that can be a very, very good thing. As far as wanting to move forward with your relationship, to find the balance, to express your genuine emotions. And I would say some of you might feel a little bit fearful of expressing it. Why? Because when it goes that deep, we feel vulnerable. But listen, if you're not expressing it, how will your partner really know, right? So it is time to be genuine. As long as Venus here is in Scorpio, it takes you through this period only once a year, so make the most of it. You will see the benefits from daring to be very vulnerable. And the outcome that will give you back, pay you back from it, is tenfold, right? And it's very sensual. So this is great too, but you might also be looking at other values that you have together, because it's not just the romantic energy of Venus in Scorpio. Venus also rules money, so this might be a money period where you're trying to find out the balance. What is enough? What is too much, too little? How are you sharing? And that is something that's going to be following through into later of October when Venus goes into your 8th house. So that's an ongoing thing for you. We have the sun, we got the new moon, we got Mercury, we got Mars, all now in your 6th house. So what does that mean for you, Taurus? It's you focusing on your health, where you're at, what you're trying to establish as far as your day-to-day, week-to-week routine. It's time to kind of tune it in. Are you using too much time over here that's just depleting your energy? Or are you now starting to amp up what is energizing? And I think that's how it really boils down to. That simple. Energy. Is the energy uplifting? Is it draining? If it's draining, get rid of whatever that may be, just so your focus can be that much more. The Sun and Mars are conjunct as we start off the month, and that is over the first few days, you'll feel it even stronger. And Mars is all about physical energy. It's your drive, it's your ambition, it's your onboard primus motor, and the Sun is you, so you're really coming forward here in this first week of October, and it's accompanied by the new moon, and the new moon there is 13 degrees on October 6th. So all of these three will be thriving for you, and that new moon is all about intentions, right? So what should your intentions be, if not wanting to focus on what's healthy? 6th house is all about health in general, physically, mentally, spiritually, right? But what is healthy for you? What kind of relationship do you want? Just thinking that Venus is operating there in your 7th house, Mars is kind of like screwing up that dial and turning up that dial. That was very Norwegian. But yes, so the new moon on the 6th is all about placing your intentions that I will become more conscious of making good, solid, harmonious choices. When I say harmonious, it's because it's in the sign of Libra for you. So think about the balance, right? We have the full moon, and that is in your solar 12th house, Taurus. 12th house is all about your subconsciousness, the programmings that we hold. It's our inner visualizations. It's our spirituality. And so something here, maybe even something hidden, might surface, because we do say that the 12th house can hold secrets, right? Because it's behind the veil. That might then surface. 27 degrees in Aries, That will be on October 20th. So that's something you might want to circle on your calendar. But it's also a day, since the moon is full and it's in the sign of Aries, but in the house of Pisces, it might be very emotional for you, okay? Full moon there. So you want to pay attention to that. But now let's take a look, Taurus, where the planets are moving direct for you. We have October 7th, Pluto moving directly. Pluto has been in your 9th house and still will be for a while, but Pluto's all about transformation. Now, the 9th house has to do with the way we think in the higher terms, not necessarily the linear, logical way of communication, which is more 3rd house. It's more the philosophical side of you that will come back in around, and you might want to go deeper in whatever you feel is transformative information. So research can become very important now, or studying. Also long distance travel or interaction with people in foreign places. You'll see that Pluto energy now is going to really come and bring to the table things that are valuable to you. Then we have both Saturn and Jupiter turning direct. Saturn on the 11th, Jupiter on the 18th. Both of these two, which has been cruising through your 10th house of career, your goals, your ambitions, your aims. So if that feels like it's been a little slow, you'll see that is now coming in full force. Saturn to lock things in. Whatever has been your lessons now on patience, you've probably been wanting, like a bull that you are, to push forward, but meeting resistance because it's been retrograde. Hasn't been a good time for you to move forward in certain things. But now you will see the benefits. When that lock opens up, Taurus, you're going to feel like, okay, the lesson, because there's always lessons in retrograde, right? The lessons of patience that you now have accumulated and integrated will now bring you those things. I feel that will really hold good value as far as your ambitions and your career, right? And important people may start coming in that you've been waiting for to interact with. They can start showing up. And when I say important people, that's also coming from your Jupiter in this area. Jupiter rules people in high places that can come in and behoove you, and not just open doors, but really elevate where it is that you are. So those days are 11th and 18th. Make a note of that. Mercury currently retrograde, and I said, in your 6th house for your health, your day-to-day routine. Make sure under this period that we're hearing, what other people are saying. So miscommunications and so forth can come up. So whatever in doubt, whether you heard something correctly or not, don't be afraid to ask. Just put it out there and validate, right? Verify. That will be retrograde until the 19th of October. So from October 20th, you'll start seeing communication is going to start flowing and going directly. So if you have anything of importance, paper, contracts, negotiations, try to put it in after October 20th. That gives you a little bit time for Jupiter and Saturn, though they have now turned direct, but it's given them at least this week to kind of start moving forward out of that state that they have been in. So this is the short and the skinny for you. So I wish you the very best, Taurus, and I will see you next month. Bye now.